So would you like to know how to optimize your Twitch channel for live streaming?
And if you do, this video's for you. Stay tuned.
Hey, I'm Dale.
And I'm Walt.
This is Live Streaming Tech, and if you want to learn more about live streaming online, be it on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, DLive, and beyond,
Then click that subscribe button and turn that bell notification on so you don't miss a single video.
this is actually the last part of a multi-part series in which we showed you how to make the avatar, how to make the video player banner, how to make the channel art, and how to make panels. So if you missed any of those, click any of the links in the description down below. We'll actually get those available to you because you don't want to miss out on these. We actually have some downloadable assets that you can actually use for yourself. You can follow along in some of these tutorials. But today, you're going to take the driver's seat for a change.
I'm going to show you now what Dale showed you how to create and how to get it on your Twitch page so you look like a pro. So, follow me.
Let's do the
white
swipe here. Here we go. This way.
All right, so this is going to be quick, easy, and simple. I know a lot of you probably feel that you're overwhelmed when you are trying to set up your Twitch page, but I promise you, if you haven't watched the previous videos, make sure you check out these cards as you see them popping up here, or wait to the very end where we can show you where to go to watch video 1 of this sorted list of videos when it comes to setting up your Twitch page. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to change the avatar, or as a lot of you might still call it, the profile pic here on Twitch. All you're going to do is you're going to come up here and click on this. You'll see a pencil icon. Click on that. Now it is up to you to find out where you saved the file to. Luckily for me, Dale showed me where he stored all the files. It's in a secret archive. Let's go to Twitch setup page. All right, so where he said to pick any of these big head avatars. I kind of like this one better, so we're going to pick that one. Now it's going to ask you how you want to zoom in. We can actually zoom into his nose and teeth if we wanted to, but we're going to go with that. We're going to go ahead and hit save. That is why it's important to try to get it in a proper size. So for instance, say I didn't want this much being cropped out of the image, then I would go back in and resize the image in GIMP or some other photo editing software. So I'm happy with this. We're going to go ahead and click save. Boom. So now as you see here, boom, that is what you and your viewers are going to see when they come to your Twitch page. Now we have uploaded that. All right, so what we're going to want to do is you can edit your avatar this way as well, but I like to just do it and you get the pencil icon on there. But you're going to want to come over here and you want to click on the upper right hand side of the avatar right above where your chat would be. And then we're going to go down to settings. Now, as you see, as I was speaking about, you can update your profile picture. See, they call it profile picture right here, but some call it avatar, however you like to call it. I call it profile picture. So now we're going to go profile banner. This is going to be the banner that is on top, not your away banner or your offline banner or your video player banner. This is the one that they're going to see at the top, and it tells you the sizes that it recommends. So if you don't have those sizes, go back into some kind of photo or editing graphic editing software and change the size. So we're going to hit update. We're going to upload a photo and we're going to hit open. That's going to upload. Boom. So now as you see, that one cracks me up. Dale did a good job on these. If you guys like the job that he did down there on our banners, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. Or if you didn't like them, leave them in the comments below too, and we'll just ban you. Okay, so this is also where you'd be able to change your username if you wanted to, or the display name, and also the bio, which we don't have. I'll go ahead and fill that in later, but there we go. So we updated the bio. We're going to hit save changes. Boom, now we are done. Now the next thing we need to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to upload our offline banner or our video player banner. Oh, this old school Twitch streamers, we know it as the offline banner. This is the banner that's going to lie within your video player when you're not streaming or running replays. And we are going to go to channels and videos. We're going to scroll down and now we see the video player banner. This is displayed on the player when your channel is offline. This is important information. This is a time maybe to show them that you have a YouTube channel, or they can find you on Twitter or on Discord or wherever they can find you when you're not streaming. This is content that you're going to direct them to so they can be entertained when you're not streaming live. So we're going to go ahead and hit update. we're going to click on this update photo, and here we go. And now we're uploading Dale's gorgeous banners that he was so kind to create for us, and success. And boom, there we are. Now it's updated. For some reason, if that wasn't the one I wanted, I would hit the trash can and it would throw it out for us. And so now let's go back to our main page, and now we should be able to see, oh, channel, gotta hit channel. Okay, so now when we go back to the channel, it should show our offline. Why doesn't it show our offline? There it is. We just had to hit refresh. So if it doesn't come up initially, give it a few seconds, hit the refresh on your browser, and now this is what your viewers will see when when you're not live or you're playing your replays. That's another thing too that I like about Twitch is you can sit there and play the replays. You can set them up, you can schedule them. So times that you're not live or whatever, if you want, go ahead and hit those videos. You'd be surprised. A lot of people will pop in and you get new followers, believe it or not, if you're streaming replays, especially if your content is that good or you're super focused on a certain game or certain type of content. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you quickly on how to edit panels. Now we can get in real depth, and matter of fact, in a later video, I think I'm gonna show you guys definitely using the extensions on creating panels and what are the two differences in creating the panels. So these are the ones that Dale created, and the reason why I say that you should custom create your panels or pay somebody on Fiverr to custom create your panels is because this focuses on your brand, what you want to represent you, where when you're going with an extension, you're kind of relying on this vanilla thing that they made for everyone else. And since they made it for everyone else, guess what? Everyone else is using it. And you kind of want your channel to stand out. Now, I'm not saying these extensions are bad. Some of them are great. I use one. I use the calendar or the schedule extension, so that way it shows what days I stream, what times I stream. And another one that I use is one that shouts out my bit cheers, basically who's donated bits and how much they've donated, subscribers, so on and so forth. So it kind of gives them a ranking system and a little competition sometimes within the channel. So to do this, we're going to go ahead and we're going to click Edit Panels. We're going to turn that on. Okay, so it even tells you here, engage your community with panels extensions. To keep your audience and keep it growing, you should always be on the lookout for new ways to engage them. One way to do that is installing extensions on your channel. So now it's going to give you a list of extensions and stuff, but we're going to skip that. We're going to put the customized ones in because our channel is a little bit more special than hundreds, thousands of other people streaming on Twitch. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to click that. We're going to, right now, we are only going to add an image to the panel. Now you can add text. You can sit there and put donations or happy-go-lucky or your name or whatever you want. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to click Add Image. Okay, so now we're going to do this. Click that. And it says choose a file or drag it here. So I'm going to go ahead and choose it. And we are going to do the donation one. I'm assuming this is the donation one that Dale set up for us. We're going to drag that down because that's the money sign. Okay, so now that we added that image, this is where you would want to link it. So for instance, if you're doing it through Streamlabs, OBS, or any other third party, because Twitch doesn't necessarily have a thing where they can do donations. Give them time though, they will, they want their cut. They're already getting the cut of the subscriptions, they're already getting cuts of the bits, so why not donations? So I set mine up through Streamlabs, through their browser, or you can do it through Streamlabs OBS if you're happening to use Streamlabs OBS, and they will give you a link that you can drop into it. So for instance, we'll just do a link to live streaming tech.site, which is our website. So it's not actually going to our donation thing, so please don't click it, or actually do click it and go to our website, see what we have to offer over there. We got a couple of cool little articles over there and videos that are related to them. So we're gonna hit submit. And actually, I think we would have had to have the HTTP and all that good stuff for it to actually link properly. Okay, so now say you want to see your work. You wanted to see what it looked like or what the viewer sees. We're gonna go ahead and click the edit off. Now we can actually see it, and this is where you would test out. And obviously, like I said, that's a bad link that I put in there. So as I click it, it won't take us to live streaming tech. But if it was a working link, that's where it would take you to. But once again, like I said, a donation one, you want to set it up through like Streamlabs OBS or something like that. Let's keep continuing on though, edit panels. Now, this is where we're going to add the second one. Now, what did he set up for us? Viewer shout out. Okay, why not? I'm assuming that's what that is. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to add image. And we are going to drag it this time, just so I can show you the dragging works. And we're going to make sure it's cropped right. We're going to hit done. And once again, if we wanted it to go to a specific a page or site or something like that, we'd be able to put it in there. So you know what? Let's do our YouTube channel. So we'll go YouTube. If I could spell .com/live streaming tech. So then we'll hit submit. Now it should add it. So once again, we're going to go back. We're going to look at it to see our work. And this is where you would click out. And once again, like I said, you'd have to have the full URL put in there for it to work. So let's go back in. I'm going to show you one more thing before we leave. And that is how to title the panels and how to move them. So for instance, if say it's a broken link and you're trying to figure out how to work, put down, I'm going to put down broken link. And then we're going to hit submit. Now that should pop up, but I want that in front of the donations thing. So this is how you're going to move them around. There we go. Okay, so it took a second there for it to upload. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to move it. And all you do is you click and you hold. So your left click and you hold. And you can move the panels around. So if you went to my channel here on Twitch or whatever, you would see I have like a bunch of panels. I would say probably easily anywhere between 8 to 12 panels. Sometimes I remove some, like I've played around with the Amazon wish list and stuff. I kind of pull it off and put it back on as I please. I move stuff around as it just depends on engagement. The other thing too is sometimes your visitors get bored at looking at stuff. So try adding new panels. It's almost like a newspaper or comic book or whatever. As they're listening to your stream or whatever and they're scrolling down, maybe they want something new to see. So definitely play around with that. And it's just as easy as clicking and holding and dragging it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to leave it like that. We're going to hit edit again. And as you see, now it's moved. And here's the title. We got broken link. So if you want to do this like some sort of listicle, such as my favorite viewers, you could sit there and put that as the title and then list your favorite viewers below. Actually, I do that for my donators. Anyone who's donated $1 and up on my channel, they get listed in order of course, the amount they donated. My higher donors are always at the top and my lower donors at the bottom, but none are that much more important. I just happen to rank them that way. So that's the thing. Play around with it and let me know what you think in the comments below. But first, check out this video. And that's the very first video of this series. And I hope to see you guys around soon.